Great rivals, these two. And I'm joined in the commentary box by England international Linda Charman. Good evening, Linda. Welcome.
Good evening.
Tough one, this, Linda.
Very, very. I mean, especially after the game we've just been watching. I think everyone's anticipating hopefully another brilliant semi-final. And apparently these two are 1-1 in matches this year. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see who wins this one.
Yes, Carol comes in as number 2 seed, Sarah seeded 7. But she's won this World Open 3 times, and in actual fact has not lost in this tournament since 1995. She didn't play last year because of an injury, and she's powering her way back up the rankings, Linda.
Yeah, I mean, that's an incredible record that you've just said. And to have won one Worlds, let alone 3, is, you know, you've got to have lots of inner confidence from that. So, and Carol obviously hasn't won a Worlds before, so really Sarah must be have a bit more confidence than Carol in this occasion, I'd imagine.
Well, this is a long opening rally. Both players very patient, working the ball around the court. And the rally ends in a let. Of course, Linda, you played Sarah in Aberdeen last year in the British Open when Sarah just coming back into tournament play. And you produced a great recovery from 2-1 to 7-2 down to win. Yeah,
yeah. I nearly did what Natalie nearly did this evening. But yeah, unfortunately yesterday I didn't produce the same squash. But Sarah's playing such sharp game at the moment. I just couldn't manage to get off the tee. She dominates the tee so well and attacks the ball so well. Unless you get a good length, you're just not going to have a chance against her.
She's moving very, very well at the moment, Linda, isn't she?
Yeah, I think she's certainly got some confidence back since she's had her knee operation. I mean, she's had a couple of times this year where she's had to pull out of a tournament because her knee's been given a little bit of hassle, but she seems to be back to full strength again, so let's hope it's going to be a great match.
Well, she was at full stretch there to get to that shot from Carol, but the lob went out of court. No points on the board yet. These two great Australian rivals. Now, on a fashion note, Linda, they're both wearing black.
It's always a flattering colour for women, I think you'll find. So.
So how are we going to describe these two for the benefit of the viewers? Carol's obviously got a green flash around the bottom of her dress, and she's got green strings in her racket.
Very coordinated.
And Sarah has the headband. And there's a mistake from Sarah Fitzgerald. Hits the ball into the tin, so the service returns to Carol Owens. Love all, first game in the World Open semi-final. The winner, of course, plays Leilani Joyce from New Zealand. Even though Carol's an Aussie, she's based most of the time in New Zealand, Linda.
Yeah, I think she's been there quite a while now, and she seems to feel that's better for squash. I think there's a bit more going on in New Zealand at the moment, squash-wise, compared to Australia. So yeah, she's. I think she feels that's really helping her. Obviously, it is. She's playing some of the best squash ever at the moment. So, yeah.
And she has an English coach down there in New Zealand, Paul Wright.
Oh yeah. I know him from many years ago, my junior squash, in England. So, yeah, he's been there a while now too, isn't he, in New Zealand?
Obviously doing some great things with Carol.
Definitely. She's really got such a great all-round game. She attacks so well, but she also uses the lob probably more than any other player, and the boast, and just like I say, uses the whole court. She's got a great all-round game.
There's the first point on the board for Sarah Fitzgerald. She's a real gutsy player, isn't she, Linda?
Yeah, very, very. Yeah, you sometimes have to win a rally 3 times before you actually do win it. With Carol, you certainly don't get easy points from her.
Well, I thought you were giving her a hard time in the warm-up last night.
First 2 rallies were good, and then it went a bit downhill after that.
And she steps up the pace, and she has the ability to maintain that pace for 3 games in a row.
Yeah, it's incredible. She really does volley everything she possibly can, which is obviously going to put you under major pressure.
There's Sarah serving from the left, while Carol makes some adjustments to the door, make sure it's shut firmly. On this beautiful new glass court, Linda.
Yeah, it's a really great court. I haven't heard any player say anything bad about it so far. It's got such a lovely clear walls. I think everyone's mentioned, not only here when they're here, but on telly, that they've been able to see the ball so much better. So it really is a good court.
That's 2-love, Sarah Fitzgerald. The ball squirts down the middle. Carol not happy with that decision. That's a penalty stroke to Sarah. 3-love, Sarah Fitzgerald. Tight drop from Sarah. Carol runs through, gets the let. A little bit of obstruction there, Linda.
Yeah, I think at the beginning of the match you're both trying to feel your way into it, trying to find your length, and ooh.
And there Sarah played a tricky little boast. The ball came back down the middle. Carol, little nudge in the back, excuse me, and the referee gives her a stroke this time. A penalty stroke, I should add. Both players moving well. Going to the front corners, then the back. Drive kill from Carol. Tight ball, dying against the side wall. Carol's first point. 1-3. There's some noise in the corner of the arena. Sounds like a fire alarm or a car alarm. Thankfully stopped. But the player's happy to get the match back moving. And Carol taking a few risks, chipping in the drops from the back of the court, Linda.
Yeah, I think knowing that Sarah obviously has had trouble with her knee, a lot of players are keeping in mind that it's good to move around the front.
And that was a tight ball from Sarah. Perfect length, the ball dying in the back corner, clinging to the side wall. Even though Carol was on top of the ball, it was just too tight. And there's Sarah, wrong foots Carol Owens. Carol looking for the winner on several occasions in that rally. Sarah covering the court so well. She dug everything out. And in the end, it was Carol who was chasing. And there it's signs of a little physical battle, Linda.
Yeah. I mean, Sarah at the moment is hitting much better length, really, than Carol, and I think Carol's just trying to bustle her way around to try and get the ball back, really.
Sadly for Aussie squash, because of a few personality problems in the camp, Carol won't be playing for the Australian team next week, which is obviously good news for you girls in the England team.
Yeah. To have both Sarah and Carol to play against would definitely make their team that much more formidable, but we're seeded 1 now because of the fact that Carol's not playing for Australia, so we're quite happy with it, really.
Of course, that's the World Team Championships that follow the World Individual Championships here in Edinburgh. The team event moves down to Sheffield in England. And Carol Owens serving now 3-5 down, first game. Let ball, that one popping out into mid-court.